The lesson which I am going to teach you today is from 8th class. The name of the lesson is Getting Future Ready. As the name of the lesson also shows that this lesson tells about us futuristic inventions, that which type of gadgets or what type of life we are going to experience in the future. So this lesson tells us that scientists, those are working passionately throughout day and night for making a life more better, and in the future more gadgets will make us life more convenient and easy. As today we have mobile phones or we have cars, and we can travel the distance in just a few minutes or in hours, comparatively to the time taken in the past. If the people those who are living in the past have to come into the present time, and they will be uh, astonished that what type of life we are experiencing today. But the scientists, and through this lesson, tells us that in the future that more futuristic inventions we are going to get, that will make our life more easier and more comfortable, and just we can imagine, because they tell us that the people in the past couldn't imagine what type of life we have today, and so same way we can't predict what type of life we are going to get in the future. Three things they have told us. First is driverless cars, second is about robots, and third is about space traveling. First, in this lesson, we are told about the driverless cars, that in the future we will get the cars which will control by itself, because they don't need any human intervention. They don't need any type of humans to control itself, because they have inbuilt programs, and they can monitor, they can drive uh, by itself. They don't need any type of guidance of humans. Suppose our car is passing through the traffic, and they can take the decisions immediately, and these cars can't too much get closer to the other cars and through which they are passing. And suppose due to the bad weather, some trees have fallen, and they can take the decisions by itself. They can take the shorter routes if the weather is bad, and these cars can take the decision by itself. They don't need any type of human intervention, because they have built inbuilt system. They are programmed to take the decisions by itself, and these cars will be very much helpful for the elderly people or handicapped people. Those can't drive the car, they can just sit on the back side of the car, and they can just fill the destination and where they want to reach, and the car will automatically reach the destination, and after that it will inform to the people that they have reached there. Every year automobile companies are giving improved versions, and but still it is in the initial stage, and hope in the future that we will get these driverless cars more they will work more efficiently in the future. So in this lesson we are told about, first about the driverless cars, and the second is about robots. First robot the scientists which we are using in the present time, they don't imitate or they don't converse, they are not able to converse with the humans. But Sophia scientists have introduced one robot that is named Sophia, and that is developed by Hanson Robots, by a company that is established in Hong Kong. That company has first time exhibited this robot that is named Sophia in the USA 2016, because this Sophia is different from robots because it can imitate more than 50 expressions, because such type of rubber that is used on the face, and that rubber and that inbuilt system of the Sophia can be able to imitate the facial expressions of the people with whom it is talking, or it can imitate the voice also, and it but still Sophia can able to answer only few questions, but in the futures the scientists are hopeful that it will be able to give answers, um, more range of answers it will give in the future. Third, scientists tell us that in the future we will go to the space. Okay, first man who went into the space in 1990, and his name was Tokyo his name was, and he spent 1 week over there, and gave the live reports through the radio. And second person who went into the space, his name was Dennis Tito. He was American businessman, and who he also spent 1 week over there in International Space Station, and he also sent the live reports on the earth. And from 2001 to 2009 many people have went there, and one person who is named Charles, and he went twice in 2003 and 2004. So in third, scientists are very much hopeful, they are optimistic that in the future, as we are just imagining that what type of life we are going to experience when we would be in the space, because humans always had fascination to see the space or celestial bodies, or to see the earth from the moon or from the space with the naked eye. And because in the past it was just imagination, but today here are many space organizations, many traveling space traveling agencies, those are working throughout day and night, and they are able to send humans and to the space, but only they will charge a hefty sum of money, and they will send the person to the space, and that person will be able to experience the celestial bodies and or the moving earth with their naked eye, and that person will experience, and real experience that person will get through. In this lesson, the name also tells that getting future ready, and in this lesson we are told about what type of futuristic inventions or developments we are going to get in the future. Three inventions this lesson tells us. First is driverless cars, those can drive by itself. Okay, that if any bad weather is there, they can turn on the wipers, and they can park by itself, they can take the shorter routes, and suppose some pedestrians are moving on the roads, these cars take the decisions by itself, they can slow down the speed or then accelerate the speed, they will take the decisions independently, they don't need any human intervention. Second is about robots, and that is named Sophia, because it can imitate 50 human expressions, because the robots in the past they don't imitate that type of expressions which the Sophia does now, because this robot Sophia is developed by Hanson Robots in Hong Kong. First time it was displayed in USA 2016, and still Sophia is able to give few answers Sophia is able to give, but scientists are hopeful that in the future more range of questions it will be able to give in the future, because scientists are working very much hard, and this is the innovation program by United Nations. This program has been declared by even by United Nations, and Next is about space traveling, that people or the humans always had intervention to go to the space, but the scientists are optimistic that in the future more space traveling agencies will come forward. Those will charge the money from the people, and then they will send the people to the space. They will experience the celestial bodies, or they will experience the earth with their naked eye. They will get a real experience, which the people always had fascination in their minds. They can materialize this fascination into reality, because so many people have went there, and first person who went into the space, and that year was 1990, and the second person who paid the space, okay, company to go into the space, that was USA businessman Dennis Tito. And third person next to went, he went twice into the space, okay, in 2003 and 2004. So these innovations we are introduced in this lesson, and that makes us to get ready for the futuristic inventions that will make our life more easier, more comfortable in the future, because the gadgets which we are using today, that was just a fascination or imagination of the people, those who are living in the past, but we have turned into the reality. In But the scientists are telling that next they haven't stopped here. They are also moving further, and which fascination we are expecting, which we are going to get in the future, that will become a reality, because we are going to we are going to get near in the future.